All right. Welcome to the Alabama Bass Nation High School State Championship at Smith Lake State Park for 2024-25. There are several things we need to go over in this safety briefing, so make sure that you pay attention and please ensure that one member of the team has viewed this. All right, as always, you may send your photographs throughout practice and during the tournament to the text message at 334-595-9158, or you may email those throughout, again, official practice and during the tournament, and we will post those in our social medias. All right, so the first one is the check-in rule. Again, failure to check in will automatically disqualify the entire school or club. So always remember to check in. That's our main rule. Make sure someone is at the check-in dock, whether you have fish or not. One member of every team must view the slideshow and video meeting on Facebook. An official practice begins on Monday, May 26th at Safe Light and ends at 3 p.m. on Thursday, May 29th. There are no guides allowed during this official practice, and only participants of the tournament may be with the anglers and or boat captains. So again, a boat captain is a participant, so just make sure that those that are out there with these anglers are not guides or professional anglers. So again, keep your team as one competitor for this particular tournament. Registration is at Wallace State Community College, 801 Main Street, Northwest Haynesville, Alabama 35077, in the Bailey Building. So again, make sure that you look at the times that we're having this set up. We have two different slots here. The tie division will be Thursday, May 29th from 3:30 to 4:45, and only the tie division. So make sure you're there within that time period to get your boat flags and check in. The Tiger division will be from 4:45 to 6. So again, make sure what division you're in and show up in that hour or so period for each division. If for some reason you're not able to check in on Thursday, you're going to need to make arrangements with the staff to pick up Friday, May 30th from 4:30 to 5 at the Bass Nation trailer at the state park. Make sure when you do pick up your boat flag that it matches the boat number and the registration card. The award ceremony is going to also be at Wallace State, the same place at registration. This will take place from 6 to 7 o'clock, and it's going to be the Angler of the Year awards for both division, our national qualifiers from the feeder trails of RSAT, YSAT, Wiregrass, Riverbend, East Alabama, and the Bass Master High School Opens. So again, from 6 to 7, we will have the award show. You should receive an invitation in advance. If not, reach out to Daryl High. Maximum horsepower for all all outboards in this tournament is 250 horsepower. There are, again, no guides allowed during practice and only participants in the tournament. Each boat must include a boat captain and 2 anglers. There is no exception at this point unless you have prior approval from Scott Ashley, or Jeffrey McCord. So again, if you have not reached out, if you have someone that gets sick or some extenuating circumstance, but you do need to have permission, and you will need to make sure that they have that on record. The launch site is at Smith Lake State Park. You can use an alternate route, but just be sure that you're in your staging area at the time when we get to that point. So again, if you do use an alternate route, make sure you plan in advance. The blast off will be at the dock beside the boat ramp, and your boat flag must be secured and visible so that staff and others can see it. Blast off right now is approximately 5:15, depending on safe light conditions. Life jackets must be worn when the engine is running, and that includes boat captains. So make sure that you do have those life jackets fastened, and anytime that engine is running, that's all participants in that boat. Keep a safe distance between boats and always maintain safe boating. Be aware this is a new no-wake law on Lewis Smith Lake. All motorized vessels must be operated at idle speed or less anytime the vessel is within 100 feet of the shoreline, a dock, a pier, or other structure. Bridges are considered structures. Even if they aren't marked at the time, they still, at this time, the law exists. So a bridge would be considered, any bridge is a no-wake, idle-only zone. So be aware of this new law on Smith Lake as they are enforcing it. This came into effect October 2024, and the grace period is over. They will write tickets. And again, if you get a ticket in the tournament, that can cause disqualification. First flight check-in is at 2 p.m. Flights will be in 10-minute increments. There's no wait in the boat ramp area, and within 100 feet of the shoreline, dock, pier, or other structures. So again, pay attention to those areas. The off limits is the boat ramp and any other area that is marked no fishing. All right, for this particular one, we are going to have minimum of 15 inches. So we're not doing a slot on this particular tournament. Fish must be at a minimum of 15 and must be touching 15 or above to be legal. The fish will be measured with the mouth closed and the tail fanned. So we are not doing the slot limit on this tournament. It will have to be 15 or above, and we are only doing a 3-fish limit. So remember that there's a 3-fish limit. When the fourth enters, you got to cull back down to 3 before you continue fishing. Check-in will be on the dock beside the boat ramp, same as blast, and you must check in before going to weigh in. Even if no fish, you've got to turn in that boat flag. If you leave early, you need to call Scott, Jeffrey, or Adam to check out of the tournament. You need to make sure that you've contacted someone if you have a problem or you're leaving early. But again, that is considered checking out, and we need the boat flag, even if no fish or if you have boat problems. This is a trailered weigh-in, so load the boat on the trailer before proceeding to the weigh-in. Golf carts will transport anglers to the weigh trailer. So there will be golf carts moving around both in the morning and parking and when you check in the afternoon. So again, just pay attention to find one if you don't want to walk to the trailer. Official Bass Nation weigh bags must be used. They'll be put out as always. You must present the boat flag at the bump station to weigh in. Anglers tell the weighmasters at the scale if you want a big fish. Weigh-in will be at Smith Lake Park. The fish will be available at back of trailer for pictures. The day 2 blast off will be in reverse order, so keep your boat flag. Remember, this is the first time we've had a 2-day tournament, so you will continue to have your boat flag after day 2. So when you show that to the bump man on day 1, you can just keep that boat flag, and you're going to put it back on the boat so that you may not have to turn it in. You won't turn the boat flag in until the completion after day 2. So day 1, you can leave the boat flag on the boat. Anglers, you're going to need to know your boat number or have your card with you with that number on it. And then again on day 2, the boat flag will need to come to the tanks. I apologize, I made a mistake on that again. So day 1, you may leave the boat flag attached to the boat. You can come up and know your boat number and have your card that we present. Um, on day 2, you're going to actually bring the boat flag in like we normally do in our tournaments to turn it in. So again, remember, day 1, you don't have to turn the flag in. You can leave it attached to the boat, but you will need your boat number to get through the bump station. Also, make sure that you have the Remind app signed up, as we may have a lot of important information to go out during the day, and you need a text message to get this. So the Tide division is listed below, and the Tiger division, it's A through H, and then I through Z for the others. Phone numbers are listed below for Scott Ashley, Jeffrey McCord, Adam Grooms. If you have any problems, you may contact one of those numbers throughout the tournament. All right, blast off procedure. We're going to launch the boat at Smith Lake, or an alternate ramp if you choose, but you need to be in your staging area. Proceed to staging area slowly and safely. Stage by flight and boat number according to the map. The map will be at the back of this presentation. Line up by boat number before getting to the dock so that we can expedite this procedure. As 200 boats, it takes time, and the quicker you guys get in line, as we say, the faster you'll be fishing. If the boat number before you's missing, just continue to proceed toward the dock. Someone will direct you. Always approach in a parallel line. Don't come in from 90 and then have to turn. Get far enough back where you can be in a parallel line to the dock. So anglers, do not stick your arm out to try to keep the boat from hitting. So if we get far enough back and go parallel, you won't have to worry about that. Idle by the dock, parallel close enough for the staff to complete the boat check. The boat check is going to consist of the boat flag being attached and visible. The running lights are up and on, even if it is daylight. Live wells open and running. Life jackets on and fastened. The kill switch attached to the driver. You don't need to pull that. Just show us that it is attached. If any of those are lacking, we'll pull you behind and get it corrected before we send you on your way. The last staff member on the dock will tell you you're clear. So do not blast until you are told by the last member in the line that you are clear. You must continue to idle past the no wake buoys before taking off, and boat captains, do not take off until you are clear the no wake buoys. The do's and don'ts of this particular high school division: the boat captain may help cull and manage the fish verbally and teach and instruct from the interior of the boat, not up on the deck. So we've asked the boat captains to stay off of the front deck so that it does not give any appearance of anyone running a trolling motor or doing anything up on the front of the boat. So again, you may teach and instruct, but you must be down in the floorboard of the boat or on the back deck. You can speak forward. But again, we've asked the boat captains in the high school division, if you're teaching and instruct, just stay off the front deck. You cannot help run the trolling motor. You can't net fish, and you cannot handle rods and reels, fish, or handle any tackle. So again, make sure you're aware of these particular rules that we have. If you do have someone who you make a complaint, or you make some sort of if you make a accusation on someone, you need to take a picture or a video. So again, we're again, photographs and video is the only way that we're going to see this. If you see someone that is doing that, but again, just don't be up on the front of the boat, and this alleviates most of the problems we've seen. Fish care suggestions: put 10 pounds of ice in each live well. Fill live wells at first stop while water is cooler in the morning. Add some G-juice or catch and release. Plug live well overflows if possible, and only add water throughout the day if it's necessary. You need to run your recirculation pumps continuously and monitor the live well temperature with a pool type thermometer to maintain approximately 75 degrees. Have a cooler with some ice or frozen water bottles that you can add into the live well throughout the day to keep that temperature regulated. So again, if you follow these particular suggestions, you should not have any trouble with the temperature. Our weather day seems to be a little bit cooler, so it won't be detrimentally hot. But again, if you follow these rules, the fish care and the temperature at 75, you should have no trouble with your fish. Once you check in at the boat dock, you're going to trailer the boat and park and send one angler to get a weigh-in bag. Make sure you get your net bag in the black bag, put the fish in the net bag, and then the net bag is placed into the black water bag. Proceed to get in line at the bump tanks. Day one, leave boat flag on. Anglers, you just need to know your boat number. Day two, carry boat flag back to the tank with you. Take your net bag with fish and place it in the water tank. The net bag closed so your fish don't jump out. Remember to keep that net bag in the bump tank rolled over at least once. These fish will jump out. We don't want to be chasing them around in the tanks. Make your way through the line and follow direction of the bump station crew. The bump man is going to ask for your boat number, obviously. He's going to check for dead fish, count, and he's going to measure with the mouth closed and the tail fanned. On the second day, you will turn the bump flag in to the bump man on day two. You'll wait in the staging tank, and the MC will call you up onto the stage. Proceed to the weigh station, and at that time, you need to notify the weighmaster or MC if you're going to weigh a big fish. You need to let them know up front. While we are weighing your fish, the MC will interview, and you can thank your sponsors and friends and family. Parents, feel free to take pictures while they're on the stage. There will be a station set up again behind the trailer for pictures. You could take those out front. Just watch for the streaming camera. All right. This is the view of the launch direction. Again, you can see that we have the yellow arrows kind of direct traffic. So pay attention to these as we get through this. The traffic will also be directing you for parking as well. Staging area is set up. The lake is full pull, so there will be more room than's in this photo. So there should be plenty of area. It's not the lake is at full pull, so this photograph was down. So again, you'll have plenty of room to stage back all the way where 151 to 225 is, 101 to 150, 51 to 100, and then obviously closest to the boat dock will be 1 to 50. And there is a no wake, obviously, between the lines on this particular area near the boat ramp. Off limits is marked. No fishing in the off limits, and then you'll see the no wake area. The check-in you must check in again before going in. It's a responsibility to make sure the check-in person sees you. So make sure of that, that you are making contact with a check-in person. All right. Weigh in and spectator parking. The entrance at the top. Spectator parking is up where the yellow area is. Again, we will have some people helping with traffic, but again, you may see where the spectator parking is following that area there. And please keep all single cars parked up in this area. Do not take up any of the area for boat and trailer parking. Make sure that spectators go to the top. And there will be golf carts to carry people to and from. So again, you may catch a golf cart to the weigh-in area. And with that, good luck, Bass Nation anglers. We hope you have a successful tournament, successful practice. Be safe out there. Again, follow all safe boating rules. Again, blast off will be approximately 5:15, depending upon safe light and conditions. Again, boat captains, please be aware. Once we release you from the dock, you are on your own, and you need to make safe boating decisions. Um, Again, this particular lake has narrow passages. You need to be alert. You need to understand passing and where every structure is. So if you're unfamiliar with the body of water, you need to slow down. There's no reason for everybody to do uh, 70 miles an hour everywhere. So again, be aware that there are slower boats on the water. This is also a weekend when recreation has picked up, so be aware of that. So be safe. Make sure you're being in a safe location. If you stop to fish out on the body of water, make sure that it's not at a time of light when it's not safely visible. Don't be out in the middle on a brush pile in the middle of the lake during the blast off period. Make sure you're aware of those types of things. Situations can occur, and you want to put yourself, and especially these high school anglers, in a safe location. So it's on your responsibility to keep that safety, and we hope that you guys will do safe boating. We look forward to a successful tournament, and we will see you guys here soon. Thank you.